So right now, there is a spotlight on the border as politicians criticize Governor Greg Abbott over his so-called floating border barrier along the Rio Grande.
As part of Operation Lone Star, Texas has installed those buoys along the river and razor wire to keep people from coming into the U.S. Some people have gotten hurt. Last week, a body found near one of those buoys near Eagle Pass. That's where Congressman Joaquin Castro and other leaders stopped by today. Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live from Eagle Pass with more.
Yeah, Jonathan, let's start with Congressman Castro. What did he say about those buoys?
Estefania, well, we're here at the Texas-Mexico-U.S. border where we know Congressman Joaquin Castro was leading the congressional delegation to get a first-hand insight of what's happening here at the border and the effects of Operation Lone Star. As we know, that's an operation that launched aiming to secure the border and prevent or have an impact on illegal immigration. Now, one of the things that stood out that Castro mentioned today is the fact that he's calling this a barbaric campaign of cruelty. He says migrants have the legal right to seek asylum in the U.S. and says Eagle Pass community has become collateral damage. And I want to just show you that they've made mention that the buoys you see on your camera have a chainsaw mechanism that justifies it calling it a barbaric campaign. And I also want to show you something that he and the rest of the delegates saw was the fact that they were able to notice pieces of clothing attached along the concertina wire, the buoys. And as you can see here, this is a witness of that itself, a set of jeans with the belt still attached and some undergarments. And that is exactly what Castro was referencing today. I have to mention Senator Roland Gutierrez also says, also calling this not a strategy of immigration, but a strategy of torture. And considering that the reduction in crossings, in migrant crossings, is down 70%, he says these efforts are unnecessary.
Jonathan, I have one more question. Sorry, my microphone wasn't open, so I know you couldn't hear me. But Jonathan, I want to clarify what you're saying about these buoys themselves. There's some sort of wire or there's some sort of deterrent to even getting close to the buoys. Is that what you're saying right now that Joaquin Castro brought up?
That's correct, Steve. You know, we already had an understanding that these buoys rotated. So if you were trying to approach the floating device, the buoy itself, the orange ball were rotated. But he says that they've noticed that the buoys themselves have a chainsaw-like mechanism that is sharp and that presents a very significant hazard to anybody trying to cross the buoys themselves.
Wow. Okay, and that's some dramatic video that you had there too, a dramatic shot of just somebody leaving their jeans behind after it got caught up in that concertina wire there.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.